Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. In this video we're going to take a look at what Cardano is doing, also what Bitcoin is doing, and we start with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is doing really well at the moment. Bitcoin really broke through that higher end of this, or the resistance line of that channel in which we are trading. I did say in a previous video it could also be a ascending wedge. And we can see, it's this one here where we had support 1, 2, 3, 4 times, broke through a couple of times to the downside. You could also say that is actually the channel. So two possibilities here. And we then had up here this consolidation within which we were trading for a few days. There you go. Which in the end became something like an ascending triangle, broke out, had support and resistance between these two lines here, came down, came up again, and today in a big pump we actually broke out, and that was a bullish consolidation here, was kind of expected. Also with Bitcoin Cash broke out as well, for example, and I did post it again in the membership group before the breakout that I think there is a bullish consolidation and Bitcoin Cash could break out very soon. Now it did, together with Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is now at its next resistance line here at around 59,800, and you can see where we are. That's that one here. We had a lot of resistance here and here. So that is one that now needs to be overcome. But at the moment, Bitcoin isn't really showing any weakness. So that's good. It's good for the entire crypto market, because typically after bull run, you have a very strong alt season. And we can currently see some altcoins breaking out of patterns. But in my view, that's not really another alt season. I think Bitcoin is leading the way at the moment, clearly, and altcoins will follow in the same fashion in an alt season bull run. All right, we've got Ethereum as well, doing fairly well. Ethereum broke above an important level yesterday as well, and we mentioned that on this channel. It's holding fairly well at above 3,805, and we're getting closer to the magic $4,000 level. I think we are going to get there together with Bitcoin, but then again, there's a decision point here if the ABC correction is finished yet, that I've been talking about in the last few videos, or if we really get to new all-time highs. So the more we move on, the earlier we'll get a decision, and in the next few days, the weekend will be an exciting one. So with Bitcoin as well, I expect still a few more price rises here, but as I said, the higher we go, the more critical it gets. Okay, Cardano, let's take a look at ADA USD. Again, hasn't moved much, unfortunately. Did say in previous video, patience is key here with Cardano. If you believe in the project, there's no reason to be disappointed. You can get staking rewards. In my view, that's very valuable. You support the network, and it's the same game. Sometimes some cryptos are just not moving while others are moving, and it's moving around, and Cardano's time will certainly come, and it will come very soon in my view. There's a lot happening. The nervous bridge, the nervous force bridge for ADA will be launched very soon as well, and the more demand there will be with so many ADA coins staked, and I showed it to you yesterday in the video, that we've never had that many ADA coins staked, or in percent and also actual numbers. There were never that many long-term holders for Cardano, and there were also never that many staking supporters or delegators. And there are people saying that could lead to a supply shock, and I partly agree. I mean, the thing with Cardano is that the coins are not locked. The coins that are staked are not locked. You could theoretically always move them to an exchange. You can also sell them from your hardware wallet. Some hardware wallets support that. So it's not really that they are not available. In my view, when the price is going high enough, people will start selling. But still, I think there are a lot of people who are just, due to the attractiveness of the staking, who are just going to stake, while others will want to use ADA for transactions and so on. And that, yes, that could lead, in my view, to a spike, and a very quick one. But it remains to be seen if it is really that significant as people believe, because, as I said, the ADA coins are not locked. You can always take them out of your staking wallet. Now, Cardano is still in this triangle, but you remember a few days ago I had this line on this chart, this trend line here, and initially it looked like we were forming this triangle. But from this triangle we actually dropped down, and I had to reshape the triangle a little bit. I still kept that line on the chart because I believed it would provide some resistance going forward, and it did. So we didn't manage to break back into this higher pattern, I would say. We continue to trade in this pattern. It provided some resistance. Now, you could say this ascending line was providing the resistance, or you could say it was just a horizontal here at where are we, at 218, 218.5. So that clearly provided some resistance here 1, 2, 3 times, and here it was support. So maybe it's more the horizontal one than the diagonal one. In the end, it doesn't make a big difference because the apex is already here, so I can also take it out probably as we're moving along in this apex. So as we can see, currently trading here against this horizontal resistance 2.185, 2.186, and together with the ascending trend line here, that could really provide here, push the price higher, pushing us against the horizontal, a little bit of an ascending triangle here as well now, where you have this ascending trend line, the horizontal, because we currently can't get above that horizontal as it seems. So that might push us up, and then we are continuing to trade towards this apex, and hopefully very soon we're gonna see a move here to the upside following Ethereum, following other altcoins as well. And again, similar situation. It could mean we're still in the ABC correction. It could mean we could get up to 280 again, you know, and then have another sell-off. It's just something to be prepared for. But at the moment, I think it's looking good for Cardano because we have to catch up. We have to catch up on other altcoins. I think Cardano is undervalued. A lot of people say that. I believe that. I believe in the project and all the things that are coming up for the ecosystem, all the partnerships in Africa. You know, they're doing a tour now through Africa. There'll be probably new partnerships coming as well. There've been a lot of new partnerships announced in the summit, and things just don't happen from today to tomorrow. And to be honest, Cardano had its hype already, and now it's just waiting for these transactions, for this demand in the network, which is coming, and coming. So we just have to wait a little bit, and I'll keep you updated. Hopefully, again, that helps with the waiting. And before we close the video, let's take a look at Cardano and BTC, which is currently dropping because Bitcoin is currently performing really well. Cardano is still in this triangle on the ADA UTC chart. So I did say in the video yesterday, if we drop, we could really come down all the way here to 3.1. Well, this line here, whatever it is, 3.1. Here you go, 3.150 roughly, yeah, 3.160. So that's the low here, the major low here, and we could come down to that level once more. And from here, we could also start another move to the upside. But it is a bit, yeah, how could we call it, disappointing that we dropped below this ascending trend line here, which could have been such a nice sell signal. But this is still a valid trend line, so even if we break above it, it could still become a valid buy signal again. Because if we break it and then get a bit of an acceleration away from it, historically, that has always been a good buy signal, at least since February, yeah, since February. You can see that we always had these pullbacks back to the trend line and accelerated away from it. But short term, at least, Cardano is still in this range market here, you know, moving towards the apex. A breakout could be imminent, you know, a breakout could really be imminent. And we had Bitcoin breaking out a few times now, really doing well. We had Ethereum breaking out with a lot of delay, but again, it's similar to back here in July where, and I did say it, you know, where Ethereum did so well here and Cardano was just lagging, was just slower. And Cardano was then finally catching up. And it's now similar where you have a very steep trend line here for Ethereum and Cardano is just slower, and it will catch up and it will surprise people, and people will get annoyed because then they were too late or they sold their Cardano for other cryptos. So there you go, currently going up a little bit. So maybe we're getting above this horizontal one here, and I'll certainly keep you updated how it's going forward. I believe Cardano is imminent. It's doing a similar bullish consolidation like, for example, we had with Bitcoin Cash now. You know, it's just waiting. It's just waiting. It's consolidating. We're above the 200-day moving average. We're just fighting around the 20-day moving average. So that's an important one as well. You can see that here, the green-blue line, currently actually providing some resistance here. So that might be one reason why we push down a little bit as well. So if you get above that, I think that could be one possible buy signal. And hopefully we'll also get very soon into the bullish range here on the RSI. We are still in the bearish range. And the indicators, to be honest, haven't moved much since in the last few weeks. The MACD is still looking okay. You know, we lost a bit, but now we're gaining a little bit here to the upside as well. MACD line rising. There was not another bearish crossover, which is good. And the MACD line moving towards the 0 line. Now that could become a buy signal as well, together with a cross of a moving average and maybe getting into the bullish range here on the daily RSI. I think that could help us. And actually we're moving up at the moment. So yeah, we are not finding resistance here currently at the horizontal. So we're going through at the moment, and hopefully that will be sustainable and we can close a few candles here. So we're moving up at the moment. That's a good sign. Expect some resistance here at this previous high, which is currently sitting at 221. And as you know, Cardano wasn't really very volatile in the last few weeks, so really a bit boring to watch, but it's a great project. And from this double bottom here, we are now possibly moving along, hopefully to the upside and to the resistance line of this triangle, which is currently sitting at 226. And again, if you can see that breaking, I think we can get to 232, and from then on, which will be difficult resistance, yeah, because there's a lot of people currently out of the money on Cardano who will sell and try to break even. So if we can get through that, at some point we can get to the 255, 265 and 280. All right, hopefully you like the video. I'll keep you updated. Please smash the like button, please subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.